I'm Jennifer Tryon, and I have got two very cute, very easy projects for you to make using Hot-Fix Flatbacks. I'm going to show you how you can use regular old vinyl with your Cricut to create a template and use the positive and negative space to beautifully lay out your flatbacks. These are the Crystal Lane DIY rhinestones from John Bead. I love them. They've got the adhesive right on the back, and you use this very cool applicator to just attach them to your project. So if you've got a Cricut like I do and love cricketing, this is a great project for you to use your machine in a whole new way. This project is so fun, so easy. You're going to be hooked on Hot-Fix Flatbacks. So the first thing I'm going to do is log into Cricut Design Space, the free design program that you can use to cut out files on your Cricut. And I've just gone ahead and chosen the word love, plunked it on my canvas, and I chose some cute little quilt blocks because I love making quilts, and I thought, hey, wouldn't this be cool on the hat front? So I've got my word love, and I've got my little quilt block, and I can set those aside and get ready to make my first project. Okay, so for this first project, I've got my blank hat. If you have the Cricut hat press, this would be great to use in this case because you could iron on all of those beads at once. But because this is on a slant, I don't want them falling off. So I'm actually not going to use the hat press, but I am going to use the mold that it comes with and put that hat right in there. If you don't have that hat press mold, just keep the cardboard that comes inside a brand new hat. This is a Cricut blank hat. Sometimes new hats have that cardboard in. That'll help it stay just a little more structured. So I'm going to grab my vinyl, and this time we are using the negative image. So when I peel this off, and I'm going to be careful to center it right on the front of my hat. Okay, so here's our template. This I could use for something else later. It's so cute. But here I'm going to just line that right up center on that seam. For this project, I'm going to use the small 4mm Hot-Fix Flatbacks. That's SS16. So I'm going to grab the tip for my applicator that says SS16. There it is. So these just twist. I'm just going to twist this off, save it, and put on the applicator that fits SS16 and turn on my applicator. Really be careful not to touch the end of this tip. It gets very, very hot. And so you want to let that warm up for about 2 minutes, and you've got a little resting spot for it there. And in the meantime, I will get out my beads. What I'm going to do is apply these little flatbacks one at a time in between the cutout space. So I'm going to pick them up and set them on. If the vinyl does melt a little, don't sweat it. It's not gonna break anything. Looking good. All right, keep it on. Don't want to spoil the surprise. I love the reveal. I've got a few different colors here, so let's change it up. These little dishes help pour everything back and really help prevent you from spilling them. It's easy to spill them. All right, let's do some pink. Just pick them up and plunk them down. It couldn't be easier. Okay, so I've just alternated the colors all the way around using the template as the guide. And carefully, let's reveal. Oh, one little overturned. There we go. Cute little sparkly quilt block. What a fun way to zhuzh up my hat. Cute. What a different and easy way to use these flat backs. So fun. Okay, that's using the negative space. Now I'm going to show you how to use the positive space. So I'm just using a plain cotton store-bought t-shirt for this project, and I put my vinyl onto a little bit of transfer tape so that I could evenly transfer it over to the t-shirt. I'm just peeling off that transfer tape there so that the vinyl stays on the shirt. But don't worry, the vinyl is not permanent. In fact, you would never normally use vinyl on fabric like this because it just wouldn't stay. But look, that makes it perfect as a stencil on your t-shirt because it'll peel right off, no residue. You'll never know it was there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay down all of these flat backs glue side down. And all that will be left underneath is the bright white cotton t-shirt. And then those beads will be all surrounding the word. And I'll lift up that template afterwards. Flip them over, make sure the glue side is down on my t-shirt. And this will take you a few minutes to get them all like nicely flipped over and lined up. You can see I kind of went from, light to kind of rainbow order here. It looks kind of cool, and got all the way over to the end with the crystal. It's important at this stage to kind of take a look at that you don't have any super stranded ones. I do like the idea of having a few that are kind of speckled out, not with the main group here. Let's make sure everything's looking even. I've got a bit of a dip here. I could maybe kind of spread some of these down. Here's the moment of truth. I'm gonna lift up my glove here. So remember, this is not permanent vinyl or anything like that. Don't try to press your heat source on here now because the vinyl will melt and you'll just have a big mess. So instead, we're just going to carefully lift. And if you have any of these like tools from Cricut, these are great to use here. Try not to wreck your stencil in case you need to use it again, but just sort of carefully pull it up. And don't sweat it if a bead or two flip or move out of the way. It's okay. We're going to tidy this up again once we've got this removed. And when you're deciding what template to make, keep this process in mind. Anything too skinny will be tougher. There we go. So obviously a little bit of cleanup to do here. So let's just give ourselves, we need a little more definition. So at some point you're going to look at it and go, okay, it looks great. It's time to press it. Now we could have done these one at a time, or if you have a heat press, you can use it. So I've got a Cricut heat press here. I'm heating it up to 400, pretty hot. I've got the pressing mat underneath the shirt. Make sure you put that, again, underneath ahead of time. And as soon as it's all the way hot, I'm just going to be very careful and lay it down. Okay, it beeped. Now, carefully. I'm just going to lay that on there. And I'm going to put about 20 seconds on the clock and let it count down. And lift it up. And let's take a check. Now it's going to be very hot, so let's just tap a couple and make sure they're in place. Doesn't take long for them to stick. So really, I'd say I had it on there about 10 seconds. All right, here's the real test. We're going to move it. Yeah, not budging. This is great. Yes. Cool. Look at the gorgeous t-shirt I just made using Hot Fix flatback crystals. This is a very easy project. Even if you're a beginner or have no beading experience at all you have to do is lay down your little template, put your beads in place, and look at the gorgeous shirt I just made. These could not have turned out cuter. No real beading talent necessary at all. I hope this has inspired you to use your Cricut in a new way and design a template, use the positive or the negative space to come up with something truly original, totally sparkly, and I love it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.